Wargaming just dropped quite a banger about an hour ago called Roadmap Sneak Peek, Japanese theories, dynamic objects and more, and oh boy, there is actually so much more coming into this game we did not know about, guys. Now here is the full video, which is like 14 minutes long, but I'm not going to show you the full video. I'm going to talk about the most interesting features which they covered over here with my own thoughts and commentary as well. And if you want to see the full video, I'm going to link that in the description as well, so feel free to check it out. But without further ado, let's dive right into the action, because they actually reveal first, you know, sneak peek, the earliest sneak peek of the British wheeled tanks as well, which they are more going to talk about in the next roadmap highlights video, which is coming in April, as they said. But, you know, I wanted to start off talking about the British wheel tanks because they pay attention.
Furthermore, we plan to announce the new line of British wheeled medium tanks that will have one speed mode and move slower than current wheeled vehicles.
And here is also the first render of this vehicle. Let's play it actually a bit slower. You can see this one. We have no idea what tier it is going to be, of course. No idea, but we can see 6 wheels. It looks like a, I don't know, EBR which has been buffed, or the Lynx which has been buffed, because I think Lynx has 6 wheels in total as well. Turret is massive. Turret is basically as big as the hull itself, and if I look a little bit closer, like looking at the welding points and taking the rest of the vehicle as a perspective, you can see that it does not seem to be the thickest armor, so maybe lightly armored but faster or better mobility medium tanks overall, because those have wheels. Like they said, they are going to be slower than the wheeled vehicles, of course, in a with a single mode as well, but I guess they just accelerate faster and get up to top speed faster than the normal tracked vehicles, which, you know, would make sense as well because of the wheels. But this gun seems to be like, I don't know, what is this, 105mm gun, maybe something like that, but it, you know, we can't see how big it is, but it seems to be pretty damn big. And let's hear what else they said about this quickly.
This brand new type of medium as we get further on in the year.
Okay, so they are going to release more information about this in April in the next roadmap highlights video. So guys, if you like hitting tanks while doing absolutely nothing, no damage, and not even tracking them, then you are in luck, because more are coming. What do you think about that? Oh boy, let me know in the comments down below. And also over here, they started off revealing the Japanese TDs.
Japanese tank destroyers, a line.
You can see that GE over here, they start from tier 5. The Japanese TDs start from tier 5. So that means please check your accelerated crew training on GE if you want to get those vehicles from day 1, basically. And I would say you have to gather as much experience for this in GE as you had to do for GNU, for example. I actually made a video about the tier 8, 9, and 10 deck 3 ones, and also the Type 5 car re. I already made a video about those vehicles, looking at the specs, details, and what we can expect. All AP rounds, quite high penetration AP, and whole re has 360mm of premium AP pen, which for the AP round is going to be the highest penetration AP, or the record penetration AP in the game. The FE4005 or the FE215B 183, they have 310 with AP, but you know, this one has a premium AP with 360. We have not seen this high AP before, and also the premium vehicle right over there. So let's have a look. They said that it is going to be similar to the Jagdpanzer E100s line, for example, you know, Ferdinand Jagdtiger E100 and Jagdpanzer E100B guns, basically.
Many tank destroyers of the period, based on turning the hull of a heavy or medium and adding a lot of armor and a big gun. At tier 8, we have the whole Re 2. This will be a heavy tank destroyer carrying either a 105 or 120mm cannon. Your opponent will question whether they feel lucky before peeking in its presence. Following this, at tier 9, we have the whole Re 1. Based on the hull
Very
of the Type
flat
5,
armor.
it has good armor and is capable of equipping either a 127 or 149mm cannon.
They said they have good armor, but if you have seen my Japanese tank destroyer tech tree like preview video where I talked about the stats as well, all those tanks tier 8, 9 and 10, they had very weak side armor, like up to 50, and you have super flat side armor as well. So those are going to be penetrated by the intuition, skill and high explosive easily. People are if they can see the side, they can easily switch to high explosive fast, and like most of the tanks in tier 10s and 9s are able to penetrate this side with high explosives, so definitely have to watch out for that. But the frontal armor should be pretty damn strong.
Based on the hull of the Type 5, it has good armor and is capable of equipping either a 127 or 149mm cannon. Finally, at tier 10, there is the whole Re-3, looking and playing very similar to the Jagdpanzer E100, only with a 149mm cannon.
700
Before
Alpha.
the release of the tech tree, you can expect to see the arrival of a tier 8 premium called the Type 5 Car Re.
And as they said, this is coming before the tech tree vehicle, so I guess we can expect it in the next couple of months, I guess.
The tank has good frontal armor and sports a gun capable of firing 127mm shells with good penetration and great damage. For the in-depth technical details, armor layout, and more information, look out for news on our portal.
Well, I have covered this as well. This vehicle, this tank is a premium tank, which once again, guys, seemed straight out better than the Tech 3 Tier 8. This one actually has, according to the latest information, this may change, but it had 500 alpha instead of 400 like you get on the Tech 3 tank, but I guess the Tech 3 tank will have a bit better gun handling. But this premium one had an interesting, it has 2 AP rounds, but very interesting, like on the SU-100Y. You have the standard AP, which deals 500 damage, has more penetration, 260-ish, if I remember correctly, and the secondary AP round, or so-called premium AP round, does 570 damage, but has less penetration, so just like on SU-100Y, for example. So something to note, all the other tanks didn't have that. They had the same, not penetration, the same alpha damage with both AP rounds, like all the higher tier tanks at least. So I don't know why they didn't try it out on all those tanks. Like, you know, something different to test out at least. But yeah, this is the premium tank, which we can expect before everything else. Next thing they cover I want to talk about is random events. Now, at first, when this came out in the December, when they teased us what is coming in 2023, I was like, okay, this looks cool, you know, random things happening, maybe changing the map here and there. But what they're about to reveal in this video actually got me a lot more excited about this feature. Let me show you why.
Random events. The first part of our dynamic objects mechanic teased in December. These events will take place in certain areas of the map and will create new objects, which you can use tactically and strategically. Random events will create an environment for the player that evolves along with their battle, giving even our most veteran players a fresh feel to gameplay.
Yep.
Random events are framed in a red border with a timer notification. You should leave this zone before the timer runs out, or bad things will happen to your tank.
Oh.
For example, a blown up bunker on the map will create debris. Then you can use parts of that debris as cover. Some locations will also feature new containers and concrete blocks positioned there from the start of battle. You can move with you as you push the flank. We will continue to work on night battles and dynamic water behavior on maps. Move with you.
Okay, so let's cover this really quickly. As you can see, you know, you can use movable objects as new cover. You know, that's one thing. And if you paid attention to this right over here, where is it exactly? Like, you see, look at this. This is a block right now, but when it received a shot, it actually got broken a bit, so I guess you're able to destroy those as well with couple shots. Like, let's say you were able to destroy some houses where people are hiding behind you. Seems like you're able to do the same with those objects, as well as this hard cover over here, this, how do you call this? great, I guess. And also, I really like the fact that this is going to be highlighted, the zone is going to be highlighted. So now there are going to be many situations or positions which you simply have to leave. You cannot play over there anymore, or your enemy has to leave because of this random event happening very soon, which is going to notify you. And now, let's say there is someone fighting over here. You have 2 shell autoloader, or you have fast-firing gun, and you can keep someone perma-tracked over there, which you cannot otherwise penetrate, and they are going to be destroyed because of your perma-tracking. Hopefully, this gives you the assistance as well, of course. And it opens up on many maps. This feature will open up definitely some new gameplay angles and strategies to use. So we'll see how often it happens. Like, is it a random in every single battle? Like, let's say, taking this map, for example, is it going to happen in every battle, or every now and then and in different locations? Hopefully it is fully random, so you cannot, predict anything. And also, there are maps where the water is going to decrease like this. So, yeah. What do you think about this yourself, guys? Are you up for this type of thing, random event feature, or not? They also talked about the Steel Hunter Reborn, which is going to be a bit like faster paced and easier Steel Hunter game mode, where you can respawn with your tank. If you are getting destroyed, you can try again, basically. The leveling is going to be more balanced. Like, it is not going to be that crazy difference between level 3 or level 5 upgrades, for example. Also, some abilities are going to be revised, and here are going to be bots as well. Bots like AI or PvE enemies for you to take out, so you can upgrade even more without only picking up the zones. They are also going to make healing less cooldown, and some other things like the auto-aim buff, auto-aim improvement. If you auto-aim, it should be easier to hit now in the Steel Hunter game mode. Onslaught is coming back in multiple, how did they say that, multiple times basically in 2023. So I guess we're going to get 2 or 3 times the Onslaught game mode as well, which officially is replacing ranked battles. So this is our new ranked battles with reworked missions you have to complete for the rewards. Like the first Onslaught season we had, you had to get 160 wins to get the maximum rewards, or to get the final rewards. And they said they are going to rework that to make it easier for the players to get the final rewards. You have to play less, which is for many of you casual players definitely something you wanted to see, right? Also, they're going to rework some role skills. They're going to nerf some. They're going to buff some. They're going to add some more. And some changes to the platoons as well. Like the 7-man platoon, you are now, it is not tier, not the tier capped like point. The difference can be whatever, basically. 2000 rank player can super platoon up with, let's say, new player, as far as I understood. Hopefully I did understand that correctly. Frontline is coming back with the map reworks on Craftwork, and also the new Frontline map is coming as well, which looks like this. So stay tuned. They said in the middle of 2023, the Frontline game mode is coming back, and hopefully the first season already features this brand new map as well. And many rebalancings to the other Frontline maps. Okay, looking forward to this. Also, they said they are continuing the vehicle rebalance. Like with update 1.20, we are going to get rebalancing to many of the tanks, like this E3 and T95 are going to be nerfed. Progetto and Standard P are in this video as well, and seems like they're actually going through with the Progetto 65 and Standard P nerf, which absolutely nobody wanted to see. Well, actually, I guess there are a couple people who wanted to see that, and seems like they are working on that, but I honestly do not get it, why they do it, or why they are going to do that. Also, the cruise system, improved cruise system. Let's hear what they have to say about that.
In 3 main stages. In stage 1, we will convert all skills and perks into a single perk system, and we will rework and rebalance those perks, as well as introduce new ones.
There are going to be a lot of new skills, a lot of improved skills, like the old skills are made better and more understandable. They're going to reveal the stats finally as well, how much view range you get from one skill, how much you get from the other skill. If this gets closer towards the release, of course, then we are going to dive more into it, because this is, going to complicate things a bit more than the current crew system, of course, but I'm going to try my best to explain it to you as good as possible. But we have skills like the close combat over here. When fully trained, accelerates gun loading by 2.5% at distance of 50 meters or less from the enemy. This... once again, makes your DPM better if you're close range fighting. This is a new skill. Improves aiming time by 2.5% when fully trained. Practicality decreases consumable cooldown by 15% when fully trained. So, yeah, we have a lot of different skills coming into the game.
Is to give you more options towards perk selection that better suit your ability and playstyle. Additionally, all perks will now activate as soon as you train them to 1%. And
this is, good thing, like we had skills which started working when it is 100%. If you're thinking about that logically speaking, if you're learning something, you're learning every day on the way, to the finishing. Like, let's say you are in the school, right? You're learning for an exam. You learn something new every day, right? And you would like to put that into use. But in this game, with some of the skills, not all of them, many actually started working from as soon as the training started. But some skills, like you cannot even use it before it is 100%. And, logically speaking, it didn't make sense. But now, seems like all of those are going to work at first percent as soon as you activate them.
As they train closer to 100%. In Stage 2, we plan to overhaul and improve the user interface, making it easier for you to work with your crew and manage your barracks.
So, of course, making it easier. I hope at the end of the day it is going to be easier managing your tank crews. But once again, as with every single new thing, it is at first it looks super messy, hard to understand, and so on. But once again, as I said, if it comes closer, I try to dive into it right away, and I try to explain it to you as good as I can and as simply as I can.
We are sure that old and new players alike will appreciate this change.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see.
Lastly, in Stage 3, we will remove below 100% training levels for crew when being trained and retrained.
Okay.
More details about Stage 2 and 3 will be announced as we get closer to their updates. But we know many of you have had questions about planned crew changes in 2023. Now, let's talk about what you can look forward to.
Okay, so let's talk about the next episode, which is coming in April, and over here they reveal a couple more things.
In the next episode, starting with more details on the new gun mechanic, Autocannons. Based on the comments in the last video, we want to clarify that it's not going to be an activation of the machine guns on the tanks, but a brand new gun mechanic. Furthermore...
Okay, brand new gun mechanic. So one thing I actually noticed over here, look. E50, is it E50M?
Next episode, right? Starting
bounced off from the guy who is just using this machine gun.
More details on the new gun mechanic.
Listen.
Autocannons.
Bounce! Straight on bounce!
Based on the comments in the last video, we want to clarify.
And by the way, one more thing. While bouncing, I think half the shots, like, that was quite badly aimed. Hey, that was quite badly aimed. Like, I can see you try to drag that guy, but maybe, for more damage, hit the center. But you can see how much this gun is bouncing, but still
with more details
dealing
on the new
435 damage.
Autocannons. Based on the comments in the last video, we want to clarify that it's not going to be an activation of the machine guns on the tanks, but a brand new gun mechanic. Furthermore,
still waiting for the machine gun activation,
though.
A new
line of British wheeled medium tanks that will have one speed mode and move slower than current wheeled vehicles. More details will come about this brand new type of medium as we get further on in the year. That's all from me for this episode of Roadmap
All right,
Highlights.
so ladies and gentlemen, quite a banger indeed, right? 2023, this is what they revealed right now. Vehicle rebalance, map changes, new maps in the Onslaught mode coming back, still Hunter, Frontline, Japanese tanks, random events, you know. A lot of things are coming and more details will be revealed about 2023 in April. Seems to be pretty damn big year, right? So far we know about 2 new tank lines, Japanese DD lines, and also the British wheeled medium tank line coming into the game this year. What do you think about all of that? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your feedback. I would honestly do that. And I will see you next time with something else. Have an absolutely fantastic weekend, guys. Enjoy your Friday, enjoy your Saturday and Sunday, and have fun. See you next time. Bye-bye.